Hey guys, welcome back to Monday Madness with Lucas. So this week we're talking, taking a little step back from the issues we've been talking about. And we're talking about our transition story, basically how we came out and what we've done so far. So let's take this back a couple of years. I came out at the end of 2012/2013, beginning of 2013. I came out to my friends and work, and then to my parents. The first time I came out, I was I was in the middle of a friendship crush thing with some girl, and I still remember this. When I first told her I came, that I felt like a guy, and she was bi and everything, and I think she was straight and stuff like that. And we had messed around, and she's like, "Are you doing this because of me?" No, I did not decide to suddenly transition because of you. It's something that had always been going on. My parents, growing up in a Catholic and a Hispanic community, they've had trouble accepting what it was. I did live outside of my house. I did get kicked out the first couple of months because they didn't understand what I was going through, who I was, and they didn't understand the concept of trans. They knew I like girls, and they thought it was just enough to like girls. They didn't know that I needed, that I felt like a guy, that I was a guy. And that was a misconception they had. All they had was to base it on is the media in the Hispanic community, which it doesn't display a great image for the trans community. They use terms as tranny and derogatory terms to talk about the issue going on. My mom was dead against me starting hormones and having any surgery. She didn't like it. She was like, you know what, you could like girls and that's it. You don't have to become a guy. You don't have to change your image, basically. It wasn't until I moved, I left home for a couple months, and then decided, okay, I got my name changed, gender changed, and I started hormones thanks to Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. They've been a great help. I still, I help out around there, and I'm still part of the system. They have great doctors there, and they were able to counsel me when I first started. When I first needed testosterone, they're like, okay, you gotta go through our system, you gotta get some counseling done, and then start testosterone. And that's when my mom understood this was serious, that I wasn't joking, that I really needed this to survive. I was really depressed before that. So she saw how happy I became, how much, how much more energetic I got, how much more I needed this, how much more happier I was in general. So it was until then that she understood, okay, this is what he needs to do. My stepdad was pretty good about it, like, okay, whatever. But I've always been close to my mom, and it would hurt me that she didn't want me to transition. I guess for her it wasn't fair to lose her child, her daughter, at that time. But I knew that the daughter was long dead before that. That if I wasn't to transition, then I would be killing myself, whether it be physically or just in general. And then yeah. So, anyways, fast forward. Once I started hormones, I actually started activism as well. especially with Children's Hospital. I did come out in their calendar in 2016, 2015, the 2015, 2016 year. Uh, I came out as one of the models to fundraise for the trans youth there. Um, I've also done some modeling other places for that too. I do activism. I've done stuff with the trans community here. I've done events where I've done rallies. I've done. I actually made a video for. I was actually part of a video a couple months ago after I got top surgery that basically teaches the medical team not to misgender people, not to use their preferred pronouns, preferred names. So I've worked on that. I've had a great time working with part of CHLA on that. I think the hardest thing for my mom was me getting surgery. I love my chest. I hated the old chest I had. So that was hard for her. I've never had surgery before that. I mean, I've had my wisdom teeth taken out, but I was never under anesthesia for that. So it was interesting to have my first surgery as my top surgery. Obviously, I don't remember anything. It went perfect. It went great. Today, I will be going to the beach for the first time since top surgery. So I'm pretty excited about that. I just basically I'm very proud of how far I've come, how far any of these guys, or even yourself, have come. You know, you guys have overcome so many obstacles to get here. You know, it's not just me, you know, transitioning. It's just coming out to your parents, coming out to your friends, coming out to everybody else. It's interesting to see, you know, what amazing strength it takes to do that. You know, I've had harassment. I've been harassed at work before, you know, and I tend to be a tougher guy, and I deal with it the way I know how to. You know, when I was first, like, you know, people were talking behind my back at work. Shit, I took that to HR right away. I made that a serious issue, because if I don't stand up for myself, then if someone else starts working that's trans or in the LGBT community and gets bullied like that, and they don't have the strength I do to go through that, I'm paving way for them to be able to be respected, to be seen as a real human being. And that's what I feel like most people need to understand, that being trans isn't a choice, that it's something that we are, that we feel. It doesn't define us in general, but it does, you know, make us who we are. It does help us become stronger in the long run. But yeah, I mean, I've had top surgery. I love my chest. I've had everything covered through insurance. Whether I want bottom surgery or not, I'm not yet too sure. Just because I've seen a lot of backlash on the top bottom surgery, and it's still not as developed as I want it to be. So maybe one day in the future, when it's better off. But for now, I'll just hold off on that. I'm happier with my chest. Let me see. Do I even watch it? I mean, it's great. I like it. It's me. I get to go shirtless places. I mean, I'm still gonna hold off on being shirtless at the beach right now, just because scars are so recent. They're within 6 months. I mean, actually 5 months now, 4 or 5 months. So I'm just gonna hold off. I'm gonna wear a tank top if anything, but it feels great not to have a binder anymore. So wherever you guys are in your transition, I hope you guys understand that you guys are strong and that you are valid, no matter who you are. Alright guys, thanks for watching. And I know I was all over the place in my story and all that, but, you know, just be you, just be strong. You know, there's others out there too, and you're not alone, basically. I felt I was alone for a long time in my transition. I went to a school with 300 people a high school with 300 people, and no one had an LGBT community in there. There's maybe 2 other gay people. So I understood since high school that I felt this way, but I figured it out, and here I am. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.